What is death? Is this the end? The truth beyond clinical death. Death is a concept we believe we fully understand. The heart stops, the circulatory system shuts down, the organs no longer receive oxygen and cease to function, the brain stops its activity, and we declare the person dead. Centuries ago, a person was considered dead when they could no longer wake up for one reason or another. Later, humanity progressed and people were declared dead when their breath could no longer be felt. Over time, death was defined by the moment the heart stopped beating. Today, we know that all these conditions can mean many different things, but not necessarily death. In the 21st century, we recognize different kinds of death. The absence of brain activity is called brain death, the stopping of the heart is called clinical death, and yet people have returned to life even from these states. As time has passed, we have expanded our understanding of when life ends. But have we truly reached the end of this understanding? Or does the process of death continue beyond the shutting down of the organs? What we call life is the dynamism of energy, and what we call death is the inertia of that energy. Death is the process of life transitioning from dynamism to inertia. Sadhguru. Karma. The word karma translates as action, or more precisely, action based on memory. In this context, memory means an imprint, whether it's upon our brain or even a stone from which we can extract the entire history of the earth with the right tools. Absolutely everything in the universe is a combination of memory, manifesting on different levels. In yogic science, there are several fundamental levels of memory. Elemental memory, atomic memory, evolutionary memory, genetic memory, karmic memory, unconscious memory, subconscious memory, and conscious memory. Everything carries imprints within it, that's why it is what it is. Our genes carry the imprints of our ancestors, and because of them, we are who we are. We can trace the life of the planet by analyzing our own body. In the same way, we can trace the origin of our actions and thoughts by analyzing our past, which shaped our character and ego. This is karma, past imprints manifesting in the present. When a memory imprint becomes strong enough, it turns into a tendency, and a tendency is something that seeks expression. If a certain color made a strong impression on us during early childhood, we will tend to prefer that color throughout life. Cyclone memory types in yogic science. Elemental memory is the play of the 5 elements at the core of creation: earth, water, fire, air, and Akash, space. This does not refer to their physical forms, but to their subtle qualities beyond the material. Atomic memory relates to the material substance of the universe, how atoms and molecules are formed. Along with elemental memory, it creates what we call inanimate matter. Evolutionary memory is the basis of biological life. Because of it, we have 2 hands, 2 legs, a brain, and so on. It's what makes us human beings and not animals or insects. It is expressed through the vast diversity of life on Earth. Genetic memory is why each human is different from another. Evolutionary memory makes us human, genetic memory makes us individually unique. Karmic memory is a collection of all imprints we've gathered, not only from this life, but from past lives and even the evolutionary journey itself. The next 3 levels relate to the mind, or the mental body. Unconscious memory consists of memories we are completely unaware of. Subconscious memory lies just beneath the conscious. Conscious memory is what we use in our daily thinking and functioning. All these layers of memory create who we are. Their constant interplay is what we call our life. In India, the totality of memory carried from life to life is called karma. Out of all types of karma, evolutionary memory only affects the physical structure of the body. But if all the other levels of memory, genetic, karmic, unconscious, and subconscious, were to fully emerge into the conscious mind, it would likely overwhelm the individual. The memory of possibly thousands of past lives would be unbearable for someone who is not spiritually prepared. Nature handles this by only allowing a small portion of that vast memory bank to be carried into each new life. The total karma a person holds is called Sankita karma, while the small portion chosen for this lifetime is called prarabdha karma. This prarabdha karma is stronger and more dominant. Its imprints create powerful tendencies and life events. This is nature's way of simplifying a very complex process. If a person finishes their prarabdha karma in this lifetime, they may draw another portion from the Sankita bank. The spiritual path is the process of consciously burning through as many portions as possible in one lifetime. That's why it's said that once a person steps on the spiritual path, life may start becoming intense, even painful, in a short time. Life begins to move in fast forward. But this intensity is not punishment, it simply demands more fuel. So-called bad things are not inherently bad, they are only perceived as such due to personal desires and the release of new karmic impressions. A seeker on the spiritual path is attempting to dissolve all of their Sankita karma in one lifetime. Those familiar with yogic systems train the body and mind intentionally, knowing that sharp intellect and strong vitality leave imprints in one's karma, which may allow the person to be born with greater capacity, prarabdha karma, in their next life. This mental and physical training builds a larger container for karma. The energetic body, composed of the 5 vital life forces known as pranas, is the source of all phenomena often labeled as supernatural. In yogic science, these 5 pranas are responsible for maintaining and empowering different functions of the human system, both physical and subtle. Samama Vayu maintains the body's internal temperature. Mastery over this energy allows a person to maintain stable body heat even in extreme cold or heat. In the Himalayas, it's not uncommon to see monks and sadhus walking barefoot and lightly dressed in freezing temperatures. This is possible due to their control over samama. Additionally, samama Vayu supports digestion and has deep healing properties. Prana Vayu governs breathing and thinking. In yogic practices, various breathing techniques are emphasized because the breath and the mind are intimately connected. When we think of one thing, we breathe a certain way. When our thoughts change, our breath changes too. This is because both breath and thought arise from the same energetic source, Prana Vayu. Udana Vayu comes from the Sanskrit word meaning to fly. A person with conscious control over Udana may weigh 80 kilograms but feel as light as 50. There are schools in China that focus specifically on cultivating this energy. It's believed that mastery over Udana can allow the body to momentarily rise, often exaggerated in films as levitation. In sports, we sometimes witness elite athletes performing seemingly impossible jumps, which may be a subconscious activation of intense Udana Vayu. Apana Vayu is related to elimination and sensory refinement. Elimination here refers not only to the digestive system but also to cellular-level purification. Only when the body is deeply purified can the senses function at their sharpest. Otherwise, the body becomes dull and heavy, which eventually impacts the mind as well. Vyana Vayu is the energy that binds all the cells into one unified organism. There are rare reports of yogis and monks whose bodies did not begin to decompose for a long time after death. This occurs when a portion of Vyana Vayu remains in the body after the soul has left. A person who has mastered this prana can even consciously leave the body at will. These 5 pranas are not mystical concepts, they are the underlying energies that govern the vitality, clarity, and integration of human life. Through yogic mastery, one can bring them into balance, unlock dormant capacities, and transcend ordinary limitations of the body and mind. The process of death. In yogic science, death is not seen as a single event but as a gradual process of vital energies leaving the body. When breathing stops and a person is declared clinically dead, the first energy to leave is samama Vayu, which maintains the body's internal temperature. Between 21 to 25 minutes after death, this energy departs, and the body begins to cool. Prana Vayu, responsible for breath and mental activity, exits between 48 to 90 minutes after the last breath. In elderly or naturally deceased individuals, it may leave within 60 minutes, but in younger and more vibrant people, it may take longer. During this time, subtle mental and respiratory processes may still continue, which is why in India, cremation is often delayed for at least 90 minutes after death. Around 6 to 12 hours later, Udana Vayu leaves the body. This energy controls the sense of lightness and movement, and when it exits, the body feels noticeably heavier, not by weight, but by sensation. Between 8 to 18 hours after death, Apana Vayu, the energy governing elimination and physical sensations, also leaves. Until this energy departs, the body may still exhibit slight physical reactions, like muscle twitching or finger movements. Vyana Vayu, the integrating life force that holds the body's cells together, is the last to leave. This process may take anywhere from 11 to 14 days, and in the case of young, healthy individuals, even up to 48 to 90 days, especially if the body has not been damaged. During this extended period, subtle life processes may continue, and specific spiritual rituals can be performed to assist the transition of the deceased. Such rituals are a common and important part of Indian spiritual traditions. Understanding this process brings greater awareness to the sacredness of both life and death. If you found this video insightful or meaningful, don't forget to give it a like. It really helps us share this knowledge with more people. And if you'd like to explore more content on consciousness, karma, and the deeper layers of existence, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell, so you don't miss the next video. Thank you for being here on this journey with us.